Hi, it's Lynn Smith, and I'm here to talk today about engagement. You're thinking engagement, everybody has engagement in an organization. Well, no. Actually, we have communication, but we often don't think of engagement. And this relates to anxiety, stress, and depression as well, because a lot of people get their anxiety and depression from being at work, bored, don't feel they have a part of it, don't have ownership, are not engaged with it. So I want to bring forward just a little scenario. I worked in a couple of steel plants, and one time when I was in a steel plant, I was hired to go in and work with 12 supervisors, and there was a supervisor there for quality. And one day, I'd worked for a couple of weeks, and I'm the type of person that I don't believe in bringing in a binder. It's very organic, what's on the table and what's left to go. I know exactly where we're going from what's happened the previous week. So this day when I walked in, there was an issue on the table. The guys were having a discussion, and I said, gee, what's going on? And they mentioned that they had a big order come in, and things were getting bogged down on the floor. Some people were not getting things through. Other people were waiting, and there's so many different divisions in the steel organization that they have to do. So I said, okay. So I thought, all right, how about we work on this today? Let's solve it. And so we spent the morning and I spent it with the supervisors, and I just kind of charted things as they were talking about it, and I was asking them questions as we went along. And by the end of the morning, they had put in a pretty great system. They said, yeah, that's going to work. And there's one fellow sitting there saying, yeah, let's do it, right? He was keen. And I said, not quite. And they kind of looked at me, and I said, well, this is great from your perspective. But you've got a bunch of people on the floor working who probably have some great ideas and have a different perception on some things. So I said, what I want you to do this week is I want you to go back and do with your teams on the floor. I want you to do what we did this morning. Ask the same questions, figure things out, find what they think would be great. Don't tell them anything about what we've done here at the table. Just let it evolve. Let it be that organic way. And if they get bogged down, you can always offer a suggestion like, well, have you thought about this? I'm wondering, and maybe that'll work, and just kind of help them get through some bogs if they have them. And I said, I want you to come back next week and let me know what their plan was. Did it match? Did it not? Whatever. So the next week I went in and met at the table, and I said, how was the week? Great. Did your groups do the job? Yeah, all done, all finished. And how was it? And one fellow said, well, actually, we've all already implemented it. And I went, wow, that's really great. That's a great result. He said, yeah. He said, it worked smooth. And I said, any changes? He said, yeah, there were a couple. They had some really great ideas that we didn't even think of. That is engagement. That is, now you've got a team that has ownership, has created, and the supervisors who were in charge of that group, it's fluid. It's absolutely fluid. And so it brings a wonderful atmosphere to a company. This is engagement. This is what I feel more so than communication is you need to get the next rank up. You've got to get people together doing things. You will find the cost on your bottom line for anxiety, stress, and depression will go down when your people are more engaged. It doesn't matter what level of the organization you're at. I've got some dilly stories that I could tell you, and I'll come on and do a few, but not right now, to let you know different scenarios of how we've done things. But look at your organizations. Where are their stumbling blocks? Where it's for you to look and say, are my people engaged? And if they're not, find out. What do they want? What would they like changed? How can they contribute to what they're doing in an organization and have ownership for it? Now the guys, just to end the story, the guys thought they had it all done. But I told them there were 3 things they had to do the next week to solidify it. It was like putting the icing on the cake. And they did. They went back, they did it, and it's just marvelous. And it stayed. It's just stayed for years. So I hope this has given you some ideas, because engagement is really critical. As I say, to me, it's one step above that communication and getting people engaged. Hope you have a great day, and I'll come on again sometime. Take care now. Bye-bye.